June 30th. Can we get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Matina,
Here.
Councilmember Parlett,
Here.
Councilmember Price,
Here remotely. And I do have to state that there is nobody over the age of 18 here with me.
thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Disney
Here.
and Mayor Costa.
Here. Okay, we have a short agenda today, short but power-packed. First item is to approve the application 2025-037 with staff recommendations for the Cinema by the Shore event, which looks like a very cool event. Do we have a presentation on that?
Yeah, I guess because it's not a consent item, huh?
Mhm.
Yes, so what we have before you today is an event application for Cinema by the Sea. Cinema by the Shore. I can't read my own writing. We don't quite have a C. Wednesday, July 2nd, and they'll be playing The Goonies. This is a partnership by Bowie Bird and the Lakeport Community Council. Kiwanis will also be manning the shack there and providing concessions. It's to be at the grass area there at Hobotton Park. This is the second annual, and we originally weren't sure if it was going to happen, but it was kind of I believe the community council pushed Bowie Bird to go ahead and do it again. Hence, we have the kind of the late aspect here with it being hosted on Wednesday. But there was a lot of popular demand for it to come back. We think that this is a great event that adds to our 4th of July festivities. It's just another example of some of the fantastic uses of Hobotton Park that we like to see. So council or the staff has reviewed. No special conditions are requested. They're looking at just some general setup of that area prior to the movie, so it would still be usable for the community during the day. And start time will be when it's dark enough to start the movie, and expecting it to be done there around 11:30 or so.
Super fun. Small town USA. I love it. And I see that there was just one question in the documents that PD had for the Public Works Director, Ron Ladd. Was that answered already?
It was. The question was regarding
The camera.
pilot program of the surveillance camera. We have that down there that kind of makes announcements around the ending time of that, but we're relocating that surveillance camera for the 4th of July. It's getting moved tomorrow, so it's taken care of.
Great. So does council have any questions about this?
Madam
Item?
Mayor, actually, do I need to recuse myself?
So I wondered that, but I thought you
I
really
thought-
don't benefit.
Yeah,
anyway
I
from
just
this.
realized and I thought I'd better double check.
I was curious, but then I thought there's no particular gain to you from this. You happen to be related.
I don't.
to
I
one.
mean, Mackenzie, I don't know if you want to weigh in or ask any questions in regards to it, or
Can you hear me? Okay.
yes.
Is this simply because you live close to the park?
For business.
Well, my business is close to the park, but no, because my son owns Bowie Bird.
Oh,
If you'd like, we can pull this item and consider it at another time if you want us to analyze that closely. If you believe there is no facts meriting any benefit to you, then I think you are fine to continue.
Well,
it's-
it'll be July 2nd, so it might just be best just to recuse yourself just
Yeah.
in case.
well, so okay, and yeah, we've already heard the.
It's okay. I'll
information,
recuse
and
myself from the vote.
You already, okay.
I think
You
it's
get it.
okay for me to listen.
Are you you're not gonna go disappear like it's
I don't
tradition?
think I need to disappear.
To disappear. Okay.
Want to see that?
That's up to Mackenzie.
They're all throwing me
She
out of the
thinks it's
room.
best.
Okay.
She could use body language on us or something like that.
I could hide under the desk.
No, she won't look at you. So how's that? Okay, so any more questions or comment?
I just want to make a quick comment. I was leaving California League of Cities one time and I passed park on my way out of town and they were having one of these events. And I think it's just great. It's just incredible. There was, hundreds of people there and they were all having a great time. And I think this is the kind of thing that, like people that are in town early that are coming in are going to see that and they're going to, man, that Lakeport is like got it going on. I think it's great. I hope we can do it more often. I think it's wonderful.
Fun. And any comments or questions from the public? No one in the room. How about online?
No hands raised online.
All right, great. We'll bring it back to council then for a motion.
Madam Mayor, if there's nothing further, I'll move to approve the application.
Second?
Okay, got a motion and a second. All in favor, except for
Yes, we have
Councilmember
to,
Matina.
with Christina being out, I think we have to do roll call votes.
Yeah.
correct?
She's.
Oh, okay, thank you. So it's just, does Christina vote?
She does.
Okay, all right.
She's right there.
See her?
Hi, team.
All right, I will do roll call vote. Councilmember Disney,
Yes.
Councilmember Parlett,
Aye.
Mayor Costa,
Yes?
and Councilmember Price,
Yes.
and Councilmember Matina is recused.
All right, so all voted in favor, none opposed. The motion carries. Second item is to approve application, no. Second item is to approve the operating and capital expenditure budget for the 2025-26 fiscal year and adopt the associated resolution. Is that Finance Director Danielle Dizon.
Yes, you
All
got
right,
it.
very good.
Well, this should be quick. I did all my long-winded talking last time we met for the budget workshop. But I'll just go through some of the highlights that were presented in the budget that you all saw in the budget book. I hope you all enjoyed reading all those 184 pages. So citywide, we're looking at total revenues of 31.9 million. Almost 50% of that, 15.9 million, is coming from grants from state and federal agencies for some of our large projects. 12.4 of that is for the Parkside Affordable Housing Development. We have 1.2 for the ADA improvements at the Silvera Community Center, and another 1.6 for emergency repair storm damage at Forbes Creek and Hartley Culvert. Citywide expenditures are 37.2 million. With, of course, the largest part of that being that affordable housing development, 12.4 million. Personnel costs are 7.2, total operations 6.8, our debt service costs at 2.5, and a CIP budget of 8.3 million.
Okay, any questions from council? Any public comment? Anyone?
No hands raised online.
And no one in the room. Thank you. Back to council for any discussion on this. Comments?
Madam Mayor, before council, I just want to give my kudos once again to Danielle's heroic effort. She probably thinks it's horrific. In getting it going, she came to us, on May 12th? And got this budget in place for your consideration here. I think it does, there's not a lot of money to play with, but it does keep operations moving forward. It does, balance and gets a few things moving on some of council's priority. It continues a lot of our capital projects forward. But I definitely wanted to give Danielle a shout out that this was quite a feat to get it here this evening, and she did a fantastic job. And I think it's in a very digestible condition that the public can easily understand where their money is going and what it's doing for them.
Yeah, ditto. We appreciate all your work on that. And the fact that your document is lengthy, it's full of really good information. We're glad to have it. So thank you. We've seen longer. Okay, so if there's no more discussion,
Well, I have a question. So was the staff report a combined effort between Danielle and Kevin?
I think the staff report's just my city manager's message. So
Yeah,
yes.
well, I just want to compliment you on the accuracy and how you were able to pull out a lot of positivity, but yet at the same time, I think that you made it abundantly clear that the budget and the future is possibly unsustainable, but I thought it was an excellent job of highlighting the fact that we were able to do things and we're continuing to do things in spite of the economic environment that we live in. I thought it was really well written, and I think anybody that looks at that cannot fault anybody for doing what we do with what we have with the very limited resources, but being absolutely honest about the possible future that we face. And I thought it was very, very well done. And it was interesting reading, to say the least. And I thought your word crafting and everything, and I'm sure you didn't use, GPT chat or whatever, because it was just way too Kevin. So I want to compliment you on what a great job you did. Extremely accurate and very sincere and also very ominous. So thank you very much.
I appreciate, yes, Danielle, helped assist with that. And then just in some of our readings of some of our other neighbors and their budgets, not just here in Lake County, but, kind of focusing in, looked quite a bit at some of our Redwood Division sister cities as well. We're not alone in this sort of piece, but yes, the uncertainty, I think we put together a really good product here, but if nothing is done, if there are no changes on the revenue side and expenditures continue to grow at the pace that they have over the past decade, it does make for some potentially hard decisions in the next couple of years. That's
I think it's what I would call it's a very harsh reality that we face, and you made it abundantly clear that these things are beyond our control, like UAL, utility costs of materials and stuff like that. And I thought that was very well done, so that when the ship sinks, if it ever does, you've already laid it out that this is no fault of any irresponsible acts, but just the situation that we're in. And I thought it was very, very well done.
Appreciate it.
I would like to give Danielle kudos on the budget and getting it before us in the short amount of time that you did have, but also just all city staff and management, what a small but mighty crew we have here, and are still, even with potentially grim outlooks in the next 5 to 10 years, whenever that may be, we're still pushing forward on some of our projects. We're still giving the public the best product that we can. So although we don't have millions to spare for all these extra projects, what we are able to get done, I think, does have a good impact on our community. So good job.
And even though it's sobering to look at it, it's about how to keep things afloat. They might need to look different at some point in the future, and it's, looking out into the distance and putting that word out there, which I think is really good. But it isn't gloom and doom from the standpoint that it prepares us to figure out how to do the very best that we can and have something staying afloat in a good manner. So thank you. Okay,
Are we
so
in questions or discussion? I'm
we're
sorry.
in discussion.
Discussion?
But if you have a question.
No, I don't have a
throw it on in
question.
there.
Great job, everyone. One thing that comes up every year is the mission and vision at the beginning of the document, that it might be time to update it, but we don't really ever get around to updating it. So I don't know if we want to do that now or talk about it. But I'll just read it. The mission: Lakeport is a beautiful community. We work to ensure it remains a wonderful place to raise a family, enjoy retirement, recreate, and live a healthy, fulfilling life. And the community vision is: the charm and values of the Lakeport community are what will endure for generations to come. Those attributes will be maintained in part through the effective delivery of municipal services. Seems like we could probably make it a little better.
Yeah, and you're correct. We have spoken about that in years past and kind of noted that we would need to return to it. We were not able to do that this year, but and I know you have some suggested language. I'm sure we can
I can
take a
read
look at it.
a suggestion. I don't know if you want to do it now or do it later.
I'm wondering if it would make sense just to put it on an item as an item on another agenda. We can spend devote time to it, think about it in advance or something. Or
Would we add it to the budget, or would it be wait till the next year then?
I don't see why we couldn't add it to the budget if we change. There's no substantive change to any of the actual physical required budget element piece.
It's
So
just
it's,
the vision and mission
Yeah.
would be updated so we could update the budget
yeah,
document.
so we.
So,
we could-
I mean, I just would suggest that if you guys are in agreement, we would
Because it lives independently of the.
bring that back and then
I want to hear what you've got.
right now, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mission statement. Lakeport is a beautiful and welcoming community. We are dedicated to preserving its small town charm while ensuring it remains a wonderful place to raise a family, enjoy retirement, explore the outdoors, and live a healthy, fulfilling life. Community vision. Lakeport's unique character and community values are the foundation of our future. These treasured qualities will be preserved and enhanced through the effective, responsive, and forward-thinking delivery of municipal services.
That's excellent.
Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would not just want to do that right now unless I'd already done some homework, but someone already has. Both of the mission and vision both leave me a little wanting, and I think that's what Stacy was getting at. And I think that she captured a lot of that. But even so, as good as that is, I think it might be something we might want to spend maybe more time in, but her enhancements were excellent, and I
Can-
don't have any problem integrating that.
But could we, is everybody comfortable? And Stacy, would you be comfortable if we say, let's come put it even on the next council agenda? And then, the city staff could prepare a little, report of sorts, and it could include the recommended language that you just had, and others could think about their thought, what they, how they view that, and add or not, or just give kudos to it. I would like to just have time to,
So this is
roll
going
it
to
around a
be
bit.
published, I mean, because we're approving it today, so that the existing verbiage here goes out. Right?
Yeah, I mean, the mission and vision statement is independent of the budget. It just happens to be in the budget. So
Right,
I
but
don't,
what I'm getting at is, I think her enhancements are already an improvement. I think immense improvement. And if we want to do that, I would think that integrating what she's already said, and then we could do further work rather than putting these, which leave me wanting. And then we could, if we want to wordsmith it and make it even better, we could do that. But I thought the time and effort that you put into that was very well done, and I think would be a market improvement, rather than sending it out and then people take a quick look at it and they're not going to look at it ever again, and we missed a chance to put in your enhancements, and then we could improve on it as time goes on. But I would hate to put it out, the budget comes out and they read this, which we both seem to be.
It just
maybe-
falls a little short.
Yes, that's
It
the way
does.
I feel.
Yeah.
So I would, I guess I could move that we make the enhancements that Stacy's made, and
I-
that we could visit it.
Well, I'd like to, I don't know. I mean, if it's a mission and vision statement for all of Lakeport, maybe the people of Lakeport want some opportunity to come and talk about what they think of it.
Well, the point I'm making is this is going to be a product that we're approving tonight, and they're going to get either this or what Stacy said, and we can then revisit it and said, what would you like to see in the vision for like later on this year? But I just feel this falls short. And I think the improvements that Stacy made were better. We get it out and then say, in a future agenda, we're taking input on what you would like to see in the mission and vision statement.
Because it says the exact same thing. It's just said a little bit
Worded better.
worded
I,
better.
yeah, and I think it's a lot better, actually.
And we would still do the workshop type thing and get community input, but off of the better version than getting community input on what is in there now that we're not a big fan of.
That will go out immediately.
Well, I don't know. I hope people read this budget, and I hope they read the mission and the vision
Sure, there's gonna be-
statement. And if they, and if they've been upset about it, I would hope they would be starting to talk to us about changing that. Just as a matter of, I don't know the procedure we should do here, but my thoughts on it is I don't want to change it until we've actually let people know that we're going to be talking about it, and and we have some options, some really nice options to put up there. That's how I would prefer to do it, but I don't know what the procedure, maybe it's McKinsey, so is it just, this specific thing wasn't on the agenda, though it is part of the budget, which is on the agenda, but it lives separate from the budget, so it is its own thing. And I'm not really feeling like we should just change it up tonight.
Sure. I do think that there was adequate notice to be able to revise this section tonight as it was part of the budget that was already generally described and made available publicly. But it's your own business judgment, sort of political decision, whether you want to do that now or postpone it for a future meeting. I don't see a legal issue.
So I already said kind of my view on it, but I'm just one of five. So I suppose the next process would just be for the council to somebody to make a motion and put that in there, and it's if it carries, then it carries.
Yeah, I would move to make the enhancements that Councilmember Matina made to enhance the mission and vision statements.
I would second that.
And do we need to do a roll call vote, Kelly?
Yes, is the motion to approve the budget as amended or just the?
That was the mission and vision.
Just the
part
mission
of
and
it,
vision?
yeah.
Okay.
And then Kenny, are you gonna, in your motion, does that include possibly revisiting it on a future agenda?
That would
I
be
think
separate direction.
I think that's,
Okay.
would be fine,
Okay.
yeah, with community input and you
Okay.
want to add that in, that's fine.
So just to be clear, the motion wasn't to approve the budget?
No, it was to approve the improvements on the,
Together.
Yeah, might as
Oh,
well.
I have to intervene then. This should still
Oh.
be a motion to approve the budget with these revisions.
okay.
Okay.
And the direction to staff would be to bring this forward on an agenda later, but that's just a direction and not part of the motion.
Okay, so I'll amend the motion to make the improvements recommended by Councilmember Matina on the mission and vision statement with the thought of bringing back it in the future time for community input to possibly improving it more.
Did you approve the budget?
And for approval of the budget.
I'll second that.
Okay, roll call vote. Councilmember Matina,
Aye.
Pro Tem Disney,
Aye.
Councilmember Parlett,
Aye.
Councilmember Price,
Yes.
and Mayor Costa.
Yes. So all in favor and none opposed, motion carries.
Thank you.
And we'll bring that back on
Councilmember
7:15.
Matina, thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
I didn't know you were working overtime.
Always.
Okay, our final item is to approve the annual appropriations limit for the city of Lakeport and adopt the associated resolution.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the council. So the GAN spending limit calculation was done using population and per capita personal income statistics that were provided by the California Department of Finance. The establishment of this limit is necessary to comply with Article 13B of the state constitution. This limits the amount of revenue classified as proceeds of taxes that can be appropriated in any fiscal year by a government entity. The maximum allowable appropriations of revenues subject to limitations for fiscal year 25-26 was $17,520,346. And the fiscal year 25-26 budget is well within that limit. So this calculation came out after reviewing the budgeted revenues that you've all just approved. The amount subject to limitation is $6,380,469, which is 36.42 of that maximum allowed amount.
Okay, so do we have any questions from council on that item? Comments from the public?
No hands raised online.
Great, thank you. Back to council for discussion.
Someday, we will have a GAN limit problem.
This is what keeps you coming back. I'm here until we break the ceiling. All right, any more discussion or emotion?
Madam Mayor, I'll move to approve the annual appropriations limit for the city of Lakeport and adopt the associated resolution.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Can we get a vote? Roll call vote.
I apologize. Councilmember Matina,
Aye.
Pro Tem Disney,
Aye.
Councilmember Parlett,
Aye.
Councilmember Price,
Aye.
and Mayor Costa.
Aye. So we, all in favor, none opposed, motion carries. And that is our last item.
Thank you. Yeah, no council commission reports on it, but just to note that we did cancel the regular meeting tomorrow. And I hope everyone has a wonderful 4th of July holiday.
Great.
Thank
Meeting adjourned.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Christina. Good night, Leonidas.
He says, see you guys later. You see them?